What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a must-have, must-gag. This is my series where I created, inspired by Samantha Martin's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. And lastly, but certainly not least, I always have all of the items listed and linked down below. Because we are doing this live stream edition, I do already have all of my description pretty much fixed down below. The only thing that's not available down below is what's going to be applied to my face, mainly because I just figured out what I was going to be putting on my face. So I hope you guys are excited. I like to kind of take some time the first 5 minutes of every live stream just to let people join in, get that notification that I am live, and then we will just truly dive on into the new releases. It doesn't feel like we have all that many new releases today, which I personally am happy about. That means that like we can start to really curate our purchasing habits when it comes to the holiday makeup in general. So yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. Welcome to anybody and everybody who has joined in. I'm just gonna go ahead and probably start with priming my face because that's not a step that you guys really need to be here to see. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a good week. I think, what is this? Today's Monday. So it's usually everybody else's literally Monday. Today is my Friday. So that's why I keep doing the lives on Monday, like evening, because this is my first evening off with my current work schedule. But please let me know down below if this is not like the best day for you. I have Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Wednesdays nights off. And I could always do like during the middle of the day. I just figured nights when you're at home is usually the better, time to really catch a live and take the time to really sit down with any YouTuber that you enjoy. I know when I used to watch Britt Clark's live streams, I used to love to do them at night, and she used to do them very late at night. I can only do them so late just because I need particular lighting. And honestly, today it already feels a little bit light, not light, but dark. Just because, we're getting closer to winter time, but it is a-okay. It is a-okay. So I just went ahead and put my primer. Like I said, everything that I put on my face will be listed and linked down below after the live stream. I'm pretty good at getting that stuff up within like the 30 minutes or so of ending the live stream. That way, anybody who watches on a replay either tonight or in the future has that available for them. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dive on in. And yeah, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to go ahead and put those in the chat. I need to find a brush for my foundation. And as always, I'm going to be squinting mainly because I don't have my glasses on because I'm applying makeup. So I apologize for that. But there are some exciting releases that we're going to be talking about today. And I just need to reconfigure my screen so that you guys can see me and the releases. So give me 1 second. I'm going to get that going. And then we'll be good to go. Why is it not working? What's going on? Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay, now it's showing. but now I'm not visible. There we go. And just need to do some minor fine tuning. There we go. Okay, so now you guys can see the page that I got the information from and all of that jazz. You can really see the important stuff. So I'm gonna pull up this live on my phone so that I can catch any comments that you guys have, because otherwise I will miss the comments. Let's get that going. All right, we're good. And don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up in case you enjoy it. So first things first is the fact that Finding Ferdinand has come out with a balm set. And fun fact, I actually have it. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see from me when it comes to this set. I have an idea of what I'm going to do in like short form, but in long form, if you want me to just literally apply it on my face as I put on makeup or whatever have you, please just let me know down below. I want to go to the Finding Ferdinand page. All of the like detailed information I didn't bring over, but this is a color adapting balm that delivers a personalized pink hue by reacting to your skin's natural pH and it's infused with nourishing botanical oils. It offers lasting hydration to your lip care, and I do know that there's 3 different lip balms in this set, and each balm is kind of formulated and designated to be used at different points of the day. So I definitely am excited to hopefully, if I can get it together, do my thought process when it comes to doing the short form content. I think it'll be really fun and really enjoyable for you guys to watch. So definitely let me know if there's any like particular long form things that you want to see from me when it comes to this particular release. I know it's not like, you know, the most flashy release, but some of those releases are the ones that you get the most use out of because it's something that you're going to reach for every day. I'm constantly putting a lip balm on, whether it's at work, at home, once I get into my car. As soon as my lips feel dry, I'm reaching for a lip balm or a lip oil of some sort. So I definitely, for me, I like this release. It's a very, you know, necessary release, something that you're actually going to get your use out of. Not necessarily like let's say a makeup, not a makeup release. What am I talking about? A eyeshadow palette, right? As much as I love eyeshadow palettes, you know, the likelihood that I'm going to literally hit pan and finish every last shade in every last palette in my collection, very low. Very low. So I like the concept that this is something that I'm actually going to get some use out of and hopefully enjoy once I start to really test her out. Next is a release that I didn't actually know is already available, so definitely check out the link down below. It's already available at Sephora. It must have became available probably today, because you'll see later on we'll be talking about something that's happening at Sephora right now, and I had double checked that this was not available because I was going to put it in my cart to make that particular order that I made. But anyways, this is the Hot Cocoa Lip Balm. I am not one of those people that just like unconsciously or consciously buys all of the lip balms from Summer Fridays, but I do genuinely enjoy their formula, and I love a brown lip product. Granted, these don't have much color, but I just like when the tint, if you will, of a lip balm is a brown base. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be picking up. I already have their iced coffee one. Absolutely love it. It smells delicious. It feels great on the lips, and I have high hopes for this one. I know they just brought back the iced coffee one as like a permanent, and I believe this one is limited edition. I'm sure they're going to bring this back as permanent as well. It's probably going to be a very popular you know, scent and flavor and all of that jazz. And basically, if you've never tried this formula, it is a thicker formula, but it does definitely nourish your lips. I love the doe foot in this because the doe foot is like slanted, and so you can really kind of have it hug your lips. Whether your lips are big or small, it doesn't really matter. It will physically hug your lips, and the formula is just great. I don't find that like my lips feel overly chapped after I apply it, and there are some lip balms for me that does happen, and that in those cases I know that that's not a lip balm for me personally. So definitely excited for this lip balm, and I will be picking this up pretty much honestly after I end this live, because there are some other items that I was like on the fence on whether I was going to pick it up, but now that I have to pick this up, I might as well throw them in the cart, right? I enjoy makeup. I enjoy trying makeup, testing out makeup, reviewing it for you guys. Hopefully I'll actually get a review roundup for you guys coming very soon, because there's quite a few things in my basket on my desk that I already have my final thoughts on. I also need to really push out my half-caked review of the brand. I just haven't been able to sit down and actually physically push that out to you guys, but this is my weekend, and I usually can churn a lot of videos during this time. So I'm really hopeful I can record that video this weekend. So yeah, long story short, this is definitely something that I will be picking up. I don't necessarily think that you guys need a review on this. This is just something that I want for my personal self. I just genuinely enjoy this range, and I enjoy collecting it for myself. Let me find, that's got blush on it. See. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, let's keep going. Next is Ulta. So Ulta is doing currently their fall haul event. This is basically an event where they put a bunch of brands and particular items 40 to 50% off. I'm surprised that they're doing it so close to after finishing the 21 Days of Beauty. I feel like usually after the 21 Days of Beauty, historically, it has been their hair event, not necessarily this event, but I think they're doing it because Sephora's VIB should be coming around the corner. I don't think we've heard any whispers of the dates, but it should be releasing like the information about it. It should be coming very soon. It usually happens around the fall period, right before people are really actively searching and buying for their holiday, like Christmas and other you know, wintered holiday religious days. So it's really interesting that it's happening now, but it's happening. It's the 22nd to October 5th. I haven't particularly purchased anything to my knowledge for the fall event, but I did pick up a handful of things, and I do mean a handful of things for their 21 Days of Beauty. I specifically waited for one item to go, well, two items to go on the sale, and then I picked up my cart. I told you guys about that, I think last week. I ended up picking up my cart through points, so I was really happy about that. But now my points are pretty much depleted, so we'll see how it goes. For me though, I don't really have a desire personally to pick up anything else from Ulta unless it's like items that I already want that just happen to be released at Ulta. So that would be the only kind of determining factor for me personally when it comes to picking something up during this sale. Let's see if they have any. So some of the things that are available right now. Hey Lock Nation, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope your evening is winding down, and hopefully this is a fun little wind down video for you. So NYX is doing a buy two get one free. CeraVe is 25% off. Tree Hut is 25% off. Juvia's Place is 40% off. Not Your Mother's is 25% off. Did I say Juvia's was 20? It's 40, in case I said the wrong percentage. So those are the only things that are highlighted in this particular post. What I will say is that this is the perfect time if you are a huge Tree Hut fan, and you like to kind of collect all of their seasonal scents. This is the perfect time to get their seasonal scent on sale, because otherwise you would have to pick it up full price. Where's my bronzer? Oh, there it is. So I definitely would kind of recommend that. Juvia's Place is always going on 40% off. So if you don't have the money, I would say you don't really have to stress over that. And then the buy two, get one free when it comes to NYX, I don't know if I would say that that's like a really good deal. That doesn't feel like a good deal to me. I feel like you can get NYX for 50% off, and then you could just buy the one or two items that you want without feeling like you have to buy 3 items, you know? But if you do want 3 items and they're all very similarly priced, it could more or less work out for your benefit. So I definitely think, you know, as always, don't feel pressured to buy anything that you don't actually want. Pick up what you actually want when you actually want it and when you can afford it, or when you choose to pick it up, really. So yeah, keeping it going. Let me just powder up a little bit more, and then we can keep going. So this is a release that I feel like a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, are very excited about. Kayali is re-releasing her wedding perfume and cologne. I don't think technically they called it a cologne. I think they just call them like scents, right? Okay, the Wedding Silk Santal, that's the white packaging. That is the perfume. And that one a lot of people loved. So the scent type is warm florals, and the key notes there is sparkling champagne, white freesia, and sandalwood. I'm really surprised so many people liked that scent. I find that white freesia, or freesia in general, is usually a very stark scent, but so many people love the scent, hence why they're re-releasing it, because she said it was going to be a limited edition for her wedding. And then we have the Velvet Santal, which I believe is the darker one. Yeah, that's the earthy and woody, which they indicate is a perfume, so they have the same kind of concentration, if you will. And they say that that is warm woods, and the scent notes there is white musk, sandalwood, and cedarwood. I've never tried either of these particular scents. I haven't even gotten my nose on these, but what I will say is there are quite a handful of Kayali scents that I genuinely enjoy and I get a lot of use out of. I'm currently working on a lot of my Project Pan perfumes and body mist and stuff, and what I will say is I'm very happy with my progress since my last update. I feel like, you know, life has started to settle down just a bit in this home, in my apartment or whatever, and so I'm able to really kind of focus on what I want to focus on. And so yeah, I'm actually very excited to at minimum get my nose on the female perfume, because that's the one a lot of people like. I do like typically more masculine colognes and perfumes as well, but I don't know, I feel like a lot of people didn't like it. So based on the people who really did enjoy it and based on my personal vibes, I feel like I'm gonna prefer the female one. I see comments out of the corner of my eye. I don't know if they're doing travel sizes. I know she typically does that like 10 milliliter, like very slender travel size bottle. And I know when I was going through and rushing to do my links, because your girl was definitely running behind today, I saw that there was at least 2 different sizes, but I do know that they have 100 milliliters and usually 50 milliliters bottles as well. So I think those are the only 2 sizes that is available, but you can always, like, if you don't want to buy, you know, without actually physically spraying it on your body and wearing it and testing it out, you can always go in store. It's a bit of a pain, but you can definitely go in store and like spray, even if it's like multiple days back to back. It's not like the store is gonna like pull the item off the shelf and say you can't spray it today to get your understanding on what's going to work for you. So that's what I would recommend. I can't be bothered to do that personally. If I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it. And I don't know if I'm gonna blind buy the wedding silk one, but I definitely want to at minimum get my nose on it. And I do live, unbeknownst to me, near actually 2 malls. And so maybe I will be able to get my nose on at least one of these scents at one of the malls. Because, you know, sometimes different perfume brands are available at different locations. I don't know. So these aren't going to be available until October 1st. So we definitely have some time. Yeah, I kind of wish that like there was a way to get, well, you know, you can definitely get decants. I don't know if a lot of those websites that do big decanting are going to have these products, but you definitely can do a decant where you get a pretty substantial amount. Usually they do about 5 milliliters of product in a normal decant, so that you can smell it, wear it, and test it out in your home and, you know, within your everyday life. So that's what I would recommend if you're interested in a particular product, perfume wise, and it's too expensive or you don't want to blind buy. Try to find if it's a decantable product. I will be by Sephora next month, so I may go. Yeah, I might be trying to actually physically go into a Sephora and Ulta because it's been a while. I know I've been to an Ulta once since I've moved here, but to be honest, I don't think I've been to a Sephora in months. And I know when I made that order that I'll be talking about a little bit later at Sephora, it had been months since I even ordered online, let alone in person. But then again, I have a Sephora bag right in front of me. Child, maybe I'm lying. I don't think I am. Maybe that's just an old bag. The world may never know. The world may never know. So, keeping it going, I'm going to take off my lip product while we talk about this. This is the Sol de Janeiro Shimmer Body Cream. And this is in the scent 71. I have completely, I am not in the know at all when it comes to Sol de Janeiro. Like, literally at all. I happened to be at, that's because I was at the Kohl's. I went to the Sephora in Kohl's. And if you saw my vlog, you would have seen a little bit of me vlogging that. That's where that Sephora bag is from. Anyways, so when I was at that Kohl's, I walked past the Sol de Janeiro gondola and I saw that there was like 4 or 5 scents that I had never seen. So I'm so behind. I have no idea if Chorizo 71 is a scent that's already been out, if this is a scent that is out, but like they didn't have a shimmery product. I don't even know if they've ever done these shimmery creams before. I will say that I do have maybe 2 or 3 sprays from them, and I might have 1 cream left. And I do enjoy the scents that I have, but it's just not a brand that I feel like I have to purchase a lot from. I feel like they're a higher end version of Bath and Body Works. And the reason that I can kind of justify picking up Bath and Body Works a little bit more consistently is because it's quite affordable. I mean, you can get stuff for a very reasonable price, and it's not going to be, you know, the most long lasting, but I don't even find that the Sol de Janeiro scents, missed, at least not on me, are the most long lasting. So that's why I can justify picking up from Bath and Body Works and not necessarily from Sol de Janeiro. But that said, this is something that's new. It looks like they're coming out, like I said, with that cream, and it's supposed to be lightweight, hydrating, and delicate. It's supposed to give a golden body shimmer, and it's supposed to be wrapped in a cozy caramel, vanilla, and macadamia nut scent. That actually smells. It sounds delicious. Like, my mouth started to water just reading that. It will be available on the 25th on their website. I'm sure this is coming to Sephora as well. I kind of want to get my nose on that. Is that the normal scent? Does anybody know if 71 is like the original scent or if that's a new one? Let me go through this pictures. It looks like something I would get use out of. It looks like something that could be easily like a nighttime lotion for me. I mean, a goldeny hue looks beautiful on darker skin. I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it at all personally. This is one of the items that I picked up from Ulta. This is from Nabla. And this is their lip liner. Huh. I was definitely hoping this was going to be darker than it is. It's definitely not. And I also didn't realize I had to sharpen it off bat. I'm going to reach for my Makeup Forever. I just really want a nice dark line. So I'm going to add that really quickly. And it's actually good that I reach for this because I will be talking about a similar product very soon, towards the endish of all of the releases that I have pinned to talk to you guys about. But the other thing that I got from the Sephora Ulta 21 Days of Beauty is the Nabla Beyond Jelly. So this is like a glowy lipstick balm situation. And I've been wanting to pick these up. I just didn't feel like I could justify picking them up full price. But these are heavy, they're substantial, they're really pretty. Let's see what it looks like. Not much color coming off. Not much color, but because it's brown and because my lip liner is brown, I feel like it's overall going to work together. So really quickly, and then we'll go back to the releases. The lip liner that I tried is number 5. I thought this would be dark enough. I don't remember if there's darker shades in the lip liner. If there are, I might try to pick up another shade once I've tested this out if I enjoy the formula overall. Even if the color isn't deep enough, I can still tell if I enjoy a formula. And then for the lip liner, for the lipstick, it is in Sublime. And yeah, it's called a sheer lipstick. So the amount of pigment that I got is probably exactly what they wanted. But overall, it looks really pretty. Is this something groundbreaking for my collection? Absolutely not. Which is why I couldn't justify it. I could not justify it because of that. Ooh, the balm stick. That's a really good question. So correct me if I'm wrong, the Fenty balm stick has actually recently been reformulated, or they came out with a newer version of it with like a new, different name. I have already had a balm stick and I went through it. What I will say is that the Nabla one doesn't have as much sheen. So if you want something that's a little bit harder, it's a firmer consistency. So you really have to warm it up on your lips to really get the product to apply on your lips. Whereas the Fenty was very much creamy and very easily malleable. So you put it on your lips and it pretty much in the packaging kind of broke apart and very much melted on your lips. So your lips got a lot of product on it and it looked extremely shiny. Color wise, like pigment, they give off pretty much the same amount of pigment, but this one has a lot less of a sheen. And like I said, the actual formulation of the actual balm is thicker, so you really have to warm it up. Whereas the Fenty really, that thing was like liquid. It was very much liquid. I don't want to say liquidy, but you get what I'm saying. It very much melted onto your lips, whereas the Nabla, it doesn't really melt. You have to warm it up to really get the product on. Is that making sense? Think of the Nabla like, oh, there goes my camera. I'm coming back in just a second. Think of the Nabla like a, a hair butter. What is that called? The shea butter. Think of the Nabla like a shea butter, right? It can be thick on when it's just sitting, but once you warm it up, it definitely like gets a little bit more liquidy. And think of the Nabla, the Fenty. if that's a shea butter, think of the Fenty like a hair cream. It's very liquidy even without you applying any kind of warmth to it. I hope that like convoluted explanation was helpful. Who knows? Okay, I'm glad you understood the back and forth that I was going through. I think I, something happened to my computer. I think I liked both formulas. Like I definitely, first impressions on this, and I liked the Fenty, but it's just a different vibe. And you have to know not to roll it up too much or you're going to get way too much product on your lips. No problem at all. So keeping it going, I need to figure out what I'm going to do on my face next. REM has finally showcased what they're doing for their collaboration with Wicked. And I told you guys before, Wicked's the one play that I've seen multiple times in different countries. So I have like a weird connection with the play, but that's not gonna make me buy anything particularly. So there's quite a big collection, and I think this post that I pinned gives some close in-depth on certain products. So this is a liquid highlighter. I don't get a lot of use out of these, particularly for me. I don't gravitate towards liquid highlighters. I actually prefer creams. So this is going to be an easy pass for me. In addition, this has, I'm sure, a lot of product, and I just don't need a lot of product when it comes to a highlighter. You really don't need a lot. You can really just use whatever you already have. Oh, is the camera not working again? Thank you for commenting. Let's see. It's a weird setting with this camera where every 30 minutes it like stops and I have to do the shutter to get it to work, and clearly that's not working. Okay, let me see what I can do. Is that working? There we go. Okay, you should be seeing me in just a hot second. I don't know why it was acting up. Let's see. Is it not popping up? It's coming. There you go. There you go. Popped up. Thank you so much for commenting that, because I thought I did what I needed to do. Hopefully in the future I can afford maybe a different camera for live streaming. Ooh, that's a lot of product. But for now, we've got to work with what we've got. So this liquid highlighter from REM, it's a huge amount of product, I'm sure, for a very reasonable price. But I find that, like, because I've not tried a liquid highlighter from them, I can't feel like I have to pick this up, you know? If you have a brand where you've tried a formula from them and you loved it, and then they came out with a collaboration, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reach for that product. But in this particular case, I can't say that that is a fact. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and pass on that. It's just not something that I tend to reach for. She also came out with lip sets. So in these sets, you have a lipstick, a lip liner, I think a lip gloss, and maybe one other thing. This is a purple color. I used to wear a lot of purple lip products. So, 3 years ago, no, not 2 years, 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, had this came out, done deal. I would have picked it up because I loved purples. That was like my nude at the time. Not anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and skip on that. There's also a kind of a more, that's a cream blush. That's what it is. There's also another set that has more nudie colors. So it looks like there's a more nude lipstick, lip liner, a pink blush, and like a purpley, probably that's an eye topper and not a lip gloss like I thought. I kind of like the concept of these sets better than the liquid highlighter because she's come out with all of these formulas previously. So if you know you like these formulas and you just kind of want these colors in these curated sets, or you want to support this collaboration, you can easily kind of justify it with these sets. Whereas with the liquid highlighter, you've never tried that formula. So at least for me, I'm not going to buy that with a collection or a collaboration for the first time. Then we have her eyeshadows. I know she's released eyeshadows in the past, but if memory serves correctly, they were not really well received. And I've never personally tried them. So I would not personally say that this palette is unique enough, interesting enough for me to want to pick it up at this juncture. But if you've tried her formula and if you loved it, this is definitely something that you could potentially go ahead and pick up. Let's see. Then these, I want to say, are, what are these? These are lip stains, I believe. And that's once again a new formula. So not something I'm going to be picking up. I like my K Beauty lip stains. I'm going to stick with those. I believe this is a lip oil. Very good thing for her to come out with right now. That's a very popular type of item. But overall for me, I can justify not picking up any of this stuff. And this is coming from somebody who loves Wicked. I absolutely love it. If there was something that I like decided, okay, let me just throw it in the cart just to have that like memorabilia or whatever, it would be the lip oil because I know I'd get use out of it. I know I've missed comments, so let's see. Hi, Rue. Once again, thank you so much for telling me that my camera wasn't working. Thank you so much. Alicia, what did you say was interesting? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys find interesting. Now, this is something that I must say for me had me actually do a double take, especially when it comes to Colourpop. They're coming out with an After Hours collection. And for Colourpop, it's not that very extensive collection. But what I will say is I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So let me clear off all of the stuff on my desk because we pretty much only have eyeshadow left, and then we can dive into okay, so let's dive into the eyeshadow. Oh, this one doesn't have a zoom in. That really sucks. Oh. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join even when you're driving. I hope you got to your location safely. I know I used to do that a lot, actually. I used to put the live stream or even just a YouTube video on and like drive and just have the not the noise, but the sound in the background. It was just relaxing for me. So I definitely understand that. Let's talk about the blushes first. First of all, cream blush is definitely having a moment. It's having a moment. You cannot deny it. And so the concept that they put in 2 cream blushes, unless I am mistaken, which I'm not. So they put in 2 cream blushes, one in the shade Elixir, which is the mauve nude, and then obviously, which is the rich rose. I think it's really smart of them. Absolutely smart. I've heard that a lot of people love this cream blush formula. So once again, really, really smart of them to put those colors in, and they're nudie colors. So you know people are going to really gravitate towards them. They're not like outlandish colors that only a handful of people may want to pick up. Then you have the lipsticks. So this is actually their new formula, and this is their powder pout long wearing lipstick formula, and they came in 2 shades. Crush on Me, which once again is a nudie shade. It's a nudie mauve. Then you have Nights Like This, which is a mid-tone mauve brown, and then Party Hour, which is a dusty burgundy. Once again, pretty much neutral colors, and then that burgundy really is just, you know, a nod to the fact that we are pretty much in fall. Makes perfect sense. Those are the tones and the colors that people are going to want to gravitate towards. And the beauty about getting a burgundy potentially in this formula, or just any kind of bullet formula lipstick, is that it's not going to be as unforgiving as maybe a liquid lipstick will. Even if it's a liquid lipstick that you find is very kind of comfortable to wear long term, they're not forgiving in the lip line. If you mess up that lip line, everybody under the sun will be able to see if they're looking, you know what I mean? So I definitely think that both of those are really, really smart. And then they also have their cream eyeshadow sticks. Once again, 3 different shades. One in OMW, which is a pinky nude. The next one is a metallic silvery mauve, which is in the shade Next Spot. And then the last shade is Out at Midnight, which is a metallic gunmetal. Once again, very much shades that I think are going to work not only for the fall season, but also with the palette that they've released. So they really, I think, thought about this release, which is new for Colourpop, right? Because there was a point in time where they didn't think about any of their releases. Their releases were just outlandish and consistently dropping, and people were just tired of them. So I definitely love that they thought so much about this particular release. At least to me, it appears that they have. As for the eyeshadow palette, I actually kind of like it. I like it. I'm not going to say I don't like it. Is it something that I'm going to pick up though? I don't think so. I think the only thing that's really, really gravitating towards me is in their like purple column, those bottom 2 shades. Those are the 2 shades that I really want to put on my eyes. Outside of those shades, I don't really care. And so for me, that just is a sign that it's not for me. I love makeup. I love picking up makeup. I love shopping. Duh. And so when I can justify not picking something up, I will. But I will definitely congratulate Colourpop and be thankful that they're starting to really think about their releases. They're starting to really slow down. I think even when people thought they were slowing down before, to me, I still felt like they were releasing a lot of products and a lot of things that weren't fully fleshed out. It's been a while since I've talked about Colourpop. I want to say a month or 2, and I feel like they've really thought this release through. It's a very condensed release, but all of the items make sense and all of the items work together, where if you get one item from each category that's in this release, you can kind of have a full face. And so for me, that's what I love about this collection, and that's why I wanted to take the time to actually spend the time talking about it, let alone really diving into the colors and the products and all that jazz, because you know me, usually Colourpop is a miss and I don't even really talk about it. Oh, that sucks. Honestly, I haven't purchased from Colourpop in easily 2 years. Easily 2 years. So for me, I mean, it's more about the concept of it, but I hate when people find that their products spoil. That's really, really unfortunate and to me just devastating. And actually, unfortunately, I'll give you guys an insider sneak, I guess, peek. My smells like crayons. It smells like crayons. I have had this for a little while, but I'm honestly devastated. I'm devastated. Will I repurchase? Absolutely. But I'm devastated because I was so close to hitting pan because of this project, but also that is just one of my favorite bronzers. And you know, nobody wants to spend money on like repurchasing something like that. At least I don't. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. I gotta reach for a fiber towel to clean off my brush. Okay, there we go. All right, keeping it going, ABH is coming out with liquid liners. Oh, you only had them for 6 months? That's not okay. At least not in my opinion. You should definitely be able to have a longer shelf life, especially because I'm pretty sure on the packaging, they say that the shelf life is at minimum a year. So that's crazy. That's actually very crazy. But I guess depending on your environment, like if you're in a very warm climate and if you don't necessarily have AC in the spot that you hold them, maybe that's how you could kind of justify it. Oh my, that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, right? And Colourpop is insanely expensive. And because they churned out so many things for so long, I don't think they really took the time to make sure that their packaging and their quality was the most top notch. They just kind of wanted to meet that demand, and hopefully, as they start to truly slow down, they can really focus on the quality and the demand, even if that means, upping the price a little bit. I think anybody and everybody will appreciate that in the long run. But yeah, that's sucks. Yeah, girl. I would request a refund too. Hopefully they give it to you because that's bonkers. Um, Honestly, I mean, even in my apartment, I don't really keep the AC on. It's just not something that I feel I have to do. And this is the first thing that I found that has gone bad on me. And like I said, I've had it for years. I am truly saddened. I kind of low key wish that they would come out with a smaller version of it just because of how many bronzers I love. But beggars can't be choosers. I begged and love this, so I'm gonna love it and repurchase it. Maybe I should try to see if I can purchase it during the fall haul. I'll definitely be able to get it during the holidays because ABH, they're downwind when it comes to popularity. So I know they're going to have a decent holiday sale. I'll probably wait for them because then my wallet can recover a little bit more by December. We're going to go with that. Okay. Speaking of ABH, they're coming out with a look like, what just came out of my mouth? A liquid eyeliner. It's in these weird well packaging. I'm not a huge fan of those. Absolutely not. There's a reason that I don't buy these anymore. The concept, especially when you're doing a very detailed eye look, I'm getting into this and forgetting to do my eye look. When you're getting into a detailed eye look, for me, I don't have the time to dip in, concentrate, make sure my hands aren't shaking across my whole face, and then dip back in, because generally you have to dip at least 1 or 2 times. So for me, pass. If they had the packaging very similar to the NYX, yep, the NYX ones, right, where it's a pin and you could take it out, even if it was a felt tip, honestly, to me it would have been so much better. So much better. The fact that it's in that well packaging, that's like cheap. That's a cheap packaging. And it's not even like NYX can't afford to do the pin. ABH can afford to do the pin. I mean, granted, like I said, they're not as popular as they were, but at the end of the day, they're still bringing in money from their brow products alone. I mean, I'm sure that's the only reason why, unfortunately, they're still kind of relevant. So they have the money. Use the money. I'm so sorry if y'all heard my stomach just now. I haven't eaten. I'm so sorry. But we gonna keep going. I saw something in my periphery. Yeah, the bronzer is nice. So I'm hoping that I can get it discounted when I repurchase it because I don't want to pay full price. I paid full price previously. Now, this is something from Fantasy Cosmetica. I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually have reviewed this brand. I picked up an eyeshadow palette and pretty much their whole collection of perfumes at the time. And this is a kind of, what do they call it? They call it a custom eyeshadow palette. These are 2 different like custom color schemes that I guess the owner came up with. I think that the Cradled in Autumn looks really, really pretty. To me, that is the pretty color scheme between the 2, but I also don't really gravitate towards cooler tones anymore, and blues and greens are just not shades that I really reach for, like at all. At all. I mean, I know at one point I used to do a lot of Menagerie Cosmetics reviews, and they loved blues and greens, and like that was perfect for me because at the time I reached for them a lot, but I definitely don't reach for those colors anymore. So if I were to pick up anything from this release, it would be that Cradled in Autumn. And let's see, is it available? I believe it's available because I linked it, and when I went to the website, it was at least listed on the website. So definitely let me know down below. Are you guys interested in seeing more from Fantasy Cosmetica on my channel? I know I don't think they release a lot, so I haven't really done a lot of reviewing on this brand. But if you want to see them, definitely let me know, and I will check into it. I really will. And in case you're wondering what I'm using for eyeshadow today, I told you guys I went and did a randomly large order at Lunar Beauty. There were a couple of eyeshadow palettes I really wanted to test out, and I really wanted to try their cream blushes. So I picked up their Moonshroom eyeshadow palette, and I picked up another palette that I did in a new makeup releases. Did I do that in new makeup releases, or was that the... No, I did that by myself. I tested that palette out. And yeah, I've always enjoyed their formula. It's just a matter of if the shades are dark enough and pigmented enough to work on my skin tone. So I'm definitely enjoying this one so far, and it's feeling like exactly their quality. But yeah, like I said, anyways, back to the new makeup releases. Let me know down below if you want me to review this Fantasy Cosmetica product. See, that's the thing, right? You go to TJ Maxx and you see these products on sale, and it's like, but is it your particular shade? And I feel like it's never my shade. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't really gotten the gist on like demographics in my area and whether, you know, my shade would actually be on sale at a TJ Maxx because of like my demographic being popular in the area. I haven't really gotten a sense on that. Maybe I'll take a walk down the TJ Maxx because it's not too far from me, because I definitely want to keep that in my collection, and I'm definitely so sad that it's starting to smell like crayons, but sis is gonna keep going on my face at least until the end of this project, and I'm hoping that by the end of this project I hit my goal, which is pan. That's the goal. So many pretty shimmers. I know you guys can't really see because I'm minimized in the view, but trying to see what I want to put on my eyeballs. Think I'm gonna have some fun. Okay, so this is the thing that I keep not so subtly hinting about when it comes to Sephora. So I've already made one purchase for during this, what is it called? Point multiplier event. I want to say this isn't a new concept. I want to say they started this last year, mainly to get people to buy from them, and kind of have the thought that they would be able to get the benefits of their points quicker, if you will. I only did it because there was quite a few things I already had in my cart, and I figured why not get more points, if you will, while I'm picking up the things that I am interested in. So I did pick up quite a few things, but it got reduced down. I know I picked up the LYS foundation stick. Finally, I've been meaning to pick it up. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I also picked up the Glow Recipe is it the Dewdrops? But in like the darker version, I finally picked those up. So I picked up stuff like that like I've wanted, and I just haven't pulled the trigger for no reason other than I haven't really been shopping on Sephora. So I'm really excited for that package, but this event keeps going until the 25th, which is a reason why I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and pick up that Summer Fridays lip balm during this event. I might as well get more points for picking up a lip balm. I'm also debating, let me know, because I know there's so many foundations coming out, right? Are you guys more interested in the Huda Beauty new foundation, the One Size new foundation, or the Patrick Ta foundation? Let me know down below. I'm kind of interested in all of them. I saw Angelica Niquis apply the one size foundation and the Patrick Ta foundation. And based on what it looked like on her skin, at least in camera, I think I actually would like the one size better, but the one size states that they're full coverage, which is not something that I enjoy, and also a matte finish, but it didn't look matte on her skin. So I don't know if it was based on her primer or what, but I kind of, after seeing her reviews, because she is combo oily like me, I'm kind of gravitating more so towards the one size than the Patrick Ta. And I was fixing to pick up the Huda Beauty as well, but I don't know. I feel like I don't need like to bring in too many foundations at once, or if I do, then I need to justify it by doing like a week of foundation reviews. So let me know. Yeah, you really have to know your demographics to know like what locations you can go to get products for your skin tone. I hope I find it too, girl. I really do. So you want the one size. What about the Dior foundation stick? Honestly, I haven't considered it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't considered it. The only person I've seen that's even talked about that is REM Beauty. I will say I went through a full bottle of the Dior Backstage foundation. Absolutely loved it. I always told myself I would pick up another bottle. I just always have too many foundations, I feel like, so I just haven't done it. But that can be in the running too. Let me know. Okay, so we have the one size foundation, we have the Huda Beauty foundation, the Patrick Ta foundation, and the Dior. Let me know. This is the time. I'll probably pick up whatever foundation I want and or foundations during this sale, because then I can get like the most bang for my buck when it comes to Sephora. And you know, maybe if I'm feeling real froggy, when I click that button tonight, I might pick up multiple. So if you want multiple, let me know down below. If you want one particular one, let me know down below, because I'll see. I'm not definitive on what I'm going to pick up and what I'm not going to pick up. I think I like where this look ended. I think I do. I need to put on mascara and some liner, but I think I like where it is. Right? I feel like a lot of foundations, but I'm also just intrigued with a lot of foundations as well, especially because I find that, you know, I picked up some of these foundations when it was harder to pick up a good formulation. Now it's like these formulations are a dime a dozen. They're all good. So it's just based on if the specifications are perfect for you. You know what I mean? So like, if you don't want full coverage, maybe don't go for the full coverage foundation, but maybe there's an equivalent new foundation that released that's medium coverage or light coverage or whatever. So that's the hard part, really. It's just really determining what works for you. Like I said, I already have that LYS coming to me. It honestly shouldn't be too long for it to be here. It probably will be here tomorrow, because I got a shipping notification, I want to say earlier today or last night. I got it when I was at work at some point. I don't actually know. I don't know. We got comments. Let's see. What are we saying? Oh, accuracy. Did oh. So, Rue, did I try it? I haven't. I haven't been able to justify it because that foundation, the Prada foundation, I want to say is something like $60, $70. But I've wanted to try it, especially because I found when that was like launching, people from all skin types loved it. So you just reminded me that that was something that I really wanted. You did that on purpose, didn't you? It's okay. I love it for you. I love it for me too. I might save that because I'm pretty sure it's still in my loves list on Sephora. So I might save it for, you know, like the VIB sale, right? Because it's coming up. We all know this, right? They're doing this multiplier event, and I'm sure after it, they'll showcase that the VIB sale is coming up. Or they don't call it the VIB sale anymore. They call it the Sephora Savings Event Sale, whatever. But let me know. Let me know, because I am interested. I have always been interested. I just, you know, there's so many things you want to try. So many things. I want to try. Yeah. Sephora won't give you a sample for this Prada? That's redonkulous. I would go to a different location because no. The Suku, do they have shades that are dark skin friendly? I don't know your skin tone, Rue, but do they have ones that might work for me? I'm sorry if my camera just got really dark. My my plant lights are gonna slowly start to turn off. So they help to bring me some lighting in this area. So I apologize if you saw that the one side just got really dark. But yeah, y'all are not for anything. Girl, you need to stop giving them your money. Not for anything? Absolutely not. That's the one decent thing about Sephora is that you get you know, you get samples. Ooh. You getting me? Y'all about to get me. I'm fixing to probably do a foundation week after talking to you guys, for real, for real. And then did you guys see there was a K beauty brand? I think I pinned it. If I didn't pin it, I know I liked the post so I could go back and circle and find it. There's a K beauty brand that just extended their shade range, and they have cushion foundations for dark skin. When I tell you I wanted to pick it up immediately, but they're available at Amazon. And if you didn't know, Amazon is doing a second Prime Day soon. I want to say it's the 5th through the 8th. And yes, I already have a list for that. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke. So y'all are really about to get me to do a foundation week. I'm not even about to hold you up. And it's been a while since I'm been this interested in foundations. It's been years, because I used to do foundation. Oh, there goes my camera. Give me a second. I'm coming back. Let me see. Did it work? What is going on with this camera today? It used to work no problem, and now all of a sudden it's acting up. Oh, goodness me. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. I see light in the lens. That means usually that the lens is open. Come on. You getting in between me and the girls talking about foundation. What's going on? Do I have to? Okay, hold on, guys. Oh, Lord. Oh, this can't be good. Can y'all still hear me? Oh, goodness. This live stream was going very well. It was going so well. Oh, did I just messed up the whole screen. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I know you guys can't see me. I don't know what's going on. Give me... Oh, y'all talking amongst yourselves. I'm so happy about that. Thank you guys. Thank you. What is going on? And is my camera on? Yeah. Okay. Good gracious. All right. I'm coming back. I'm slowly coming back. I'm gonna just keep it like this for now, because clearly I done messed up the whole system. This thing probably madder than Dickens to me. Let me see. Okay, so that's still working. Okay, all right. We're just gonna keep it on me because I gotta catch up with the comments. Okay, you said I would be 165 because that's your best shade. Okay. I don't care if it's an old location. They should not be holding out on samples. I mean, that's literally the point. I mean, granted, you don't get that availability at Ulta, but Ulta allows you to swatch products. So that works out. That's crazy. I have to buy it at Selfridges. I've never purchased from Selfridges. Isn't that the place? I think that's the UK based like website where we can buy like a year shipping and then we don't have to worry about paying for shipping. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lock Maiden. Because I'm not gonna lie, there have been a couple of things that they've released I've just never purchased. It's one of those sites that, like, because I've never pulled the trigger on it before, I've kind of held back on anything that I've been interested that's like exclusively on Selfridges. Oh, there's another beauty brand called Tone Work that does custom colors. Interesting. I've never heard of Tone Work. Do we know where they're based out of? Let me know. You can get Suku at Cult Beauty and Liberty London too. I think Cult Beauty has a cheaper shipping. I've never purchased from Cult Beauty either, at all. I will have to check out why why they have tight lips. That's crazy. Yeah, that's actually very crazy. All right, let's see if I can get this computer to work for me and get us back on track. I think we're back on track, at least for the next 30 minutes. We'll see if I have catastrophe again once this camera decides to turn off. So we've talked about the multiplier event. I feel like after, it's a general consensus that we're going to be buying, at least your girl's going to be buying, a handful of foundations. We're going to be trying new foundations. I think it's good. I mean, granted, I've been focusing on foundations. I finished one, which you guys know if you follow me on my my Project Pan, and I'm working on my other one, and you know, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm getting the hang of my job, and at this job I can actually wear product and feel confident and comfortable. So who knows? Who knows? All the foundations might get used within the next little bit of me being at this location. So yeah, let me just get this mascara on because I've been talking with y'all, fighting with this technology, and then we'll get into the next product. Oh, I just messed up my lower lash line. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, keeping it going. Let's X out of this and go to the next one. Okay, Urban Decay. We all know Urban Decay comes out with a bunch of random stuff. This year, it seems like they're really honing in on the Moondust. Why? Because that's the thing that really brought them back last year. So many people made them go viral because of their Moondust shadows. This is the quad I think I'm going to pick up. I thought I was going to pick up the ugly little star palette. And the other quad that was just straight up shimmers, no. I think this is the quad that I'm going to pick up. It has 2 shimmers, 2 mattes. And let's see. I know that this has a note of what shades are in there. So this palette is a Moondust, but specific product is named, oh, it's named specifically the Space Cowboy Quad. So I might need to relink this because I think down below I don't have this linked because I couldn't find it, but I didn't look for it based on that name. And let's see. In addition, the wrong colors are listed in the product description, namely of the Space Cowboy Glitter Palette. Interesting. So do we have a reply on where this is being? So this is available at Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay is a UK based retailer. So maybe this is like their UK based version or Europe release, and like we get the straight up shimmer and then that ugly little star thing. I kind of like this, so maybe I'll have to make an order from Beauty Bay to pick this up. I'm actually really interested in this. I think I'll be able to get decent looks out of this, and this is up my alley, especially when I'm very much in the neutral vibe and aesthetic. Do they have swatches? They don't have swatches on this. I wish they did so we could see how dark that brown really is. Did not mean to like that, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and pick this up. How are you guys feeling about this? I think that this is like their best version of all of the 3 palettes that Urban Decay has come out with this year for holiday at least. Tone work is Korean. Yeah, the star, I don't get that either, especially because it's not like the stars were like their holiday theme, you know. At least, like, say what you will about Tarte and Too Faced, at least they stay on theme with all of their releases and all their products. It may be over the top and unnecessary, but they stay on theme. Urban Decay, I just didn't understand that star, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was so ugly, it really was. But yeah, as for my daily makeup, it's nothing. It's nothing. I take the Auric Glow Lust, the Auric liquid highlighter, the one that's in the project pan for the one for the graveyard project pan. That's the one that I have in my graveyard project pan. I take that, I do 1 pump, I thin it out all over my face, my neck, my ears, all that jazz, and then I put on a lip balm. That's it. And I spray my face to the high heavens with the one size setting spray. That's it. That's all I do for work right now. I might do more, but you know, it's at work. I work overnight, literally. So, you know, I just want to kind of look halfway presentable. And I think that that Glow Lust makes my skin look moisturized and put together. And if I have hyperpigmentation or whatever at the current moment, it really thins that out even when I only do 1 pump. But I don't think I will ever be the person that wears like a full B or even, you know, 9 out of whatever to work. I used to do it sometimes a couple of jobs ago, but I didn't do it every day. Whereas that routine with my 3 items, I can do that every day if I want to, but I only work a handful of days during the week too. So that's my routine. I mean, I don't think it's worth really doing a video or anything like that. This is the same item, so I'll click out of that. I don't think it's worth really highlighting it. That's why I just went ahead and told you. Tur Cushion Foundation is an Amazon one. So maybe that's the brand that I'm talking about. I don't remember the brand name. I just remember that I pinned it and that it's available on Amazon, and it's a cushion foundation. I'm really actively interested in that. I think I'm going to pick it up during the Amazon Prime Day. Most likely it's not going to be available like on a discount, but that's fine. I think I'm going to be picking that up. They have minis. Oh, see the move. See, we've already established at this point, it's definitive. I'm going to be doing a foundation week. I just got to figure out which foundations I'm going to be picking up, but it's going to be a foundation week, and maybe I will do literally 7 days. Do you guys want to see wear tests? Do you guys just want to see applications? Do you guys want to see the foundations in natural light? Let me know down below. It's definitive. I'm doing it. I'm excited. Let me know what you want to see in the foundation week though. Let me know. So Glamlite seems to just be on the collaboration train, choo choo. And now they're doing a collaboration with Hostess, specifically Twinkies. I had my first Twinkie in high school. I thought it was cool. I think I may have had maybe 2 since then. That's it. So I don't have any real attachment to this collaboration at all. But I know that like the owner had a difficult relationship with food growing up. And I think that's why she does a lot of these collaborations, at least from what I can remember. It looks like this is a very small collection though. You have a lip kit, you have a lip duo with a mask and probably a scrub. And the kit includes a lip liner, a nude lipstick, and a lip gloss. Their lip kits never really work for me. The only lip kit that works for me from this brand was my, I'm so sorry if me moving around is loud, but my Velma lip kit, you guys loved it because I did it with that sound from Mario Peaches. I love that sound. I absolutely love that sound. I need to bring that back. I need to use that for a new short. That was the only kit that's ever been dark enough for me. Usually their lipsticks are too light for my complexion and their lip liners aren't dark enough to really make it work. Whereas that one was a lip duo with the lipstick and the lip gloss. So I knew I could make it work with my lip liner, although I didn't need to. That lipstick was deep enough. So this is an easy pass for me. I just don't care. Twinkies are so gross. Oh yeah, y'all are definitely enabling me. And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's the thing I think I like the most about these lives. Yes, my lives aren't really well attended, and that's perfectly fine. It could probably be, honestly, because of the time. I'm sure the time that I start and end really isn't that convenient. But I love that, like, I get the live, obviously, reaction from you guys, and I can know what you guys literally want to see on my channel. And also I can tell you what I want to do on my channel. And if y'all feed into it, you know, it works out. It works out perfectly. I really like Twinkies though. Have you tried the banana ones? There was like, at one point there was a banana one specifically, I think because a Minions movie was coming out, which if you didn't know, anything Minions, the key to my heart. And so I tried it. I think I like bought 1 box, and I think that was the only time since that one time I tried it in high school that I had Twinkies. I love those, but it's not one of those things that like I actively keep in my house, especially because of the concept that like Twinkies don't have an expiration date. So between them and roaches, like they're gonna be the things that last to the end of the earth. And you know, the concept of that I don't really like. I usually like to get through my food quite quickly, but try the Twinkies with the banana flavor if they're still available. I'm telling you, those were the ones. They hit. Although the texture could be a little off-putting if you are a sensory person, and I can understand that completely. So this is another thing I talked about briefly when I was putting on my makeup, and I'm kind of done at this point with my makeup. I want to just chit chat with y'all. So Makeup Forever, they are doing another set of these artist pencils. I highly recommend these. So I've been working on this artist pencil for pretty much a majority of the year. I did start working on it a little bit. So we're in 2024. So I worked on it a little bit in 2023, but I've been like churning, like actively working on it this year. And so the size of the pencils that they have in this set, if you actively use it, you can get through it in a year. And this is pretty much the same set that they had last year. So I personally highly recommend it, but you have to know that you're going to get use out of all of these colors, or if you were interested in all of these colors. I know they have my preferred lip liner, which is Limitless Brown in here. They also have Anywhere Caffeine and Wherever Walnut. I know those 2 shades are really popular with lighter skin tones. They also have Whatever Black and All Around White. And the good thing about these particular shades is that you can use these shades anywhere with this formulation. So let's say you're my skin tone and you want to use the Limitless Brown for your lips, but of course the Wherever Walnut or the Anywhere Caffeine is too light for you. you can put those, let's say, on your eyeshadow, or you can use those as like maybe cream bases, because it is a relatively creamy formula, even though it's in a pencil application. So I definitely think that this is a good buy. Will I be picking it up? Probably not. I was able to kind of be okay with not picking it up last year, and I think I'll be okay with not picking it up this year. Probably what will happen is next year I'll pick it up, as long as they come out with it again, because I do want to kind of get through some of these random lip liners that I have, especially the ones that are twist up and not pencil. I think I've just like officially no longer want twist up lip liners, so I'm gonna work on those after I get through this, and then I will probably pick this up, because then I'll have, you know, a year's worth of my perfect lip liner with some other formulas, because I do want to try, not other formulas, other colors, because I do want to try other colors in this formula, and that's why I haven't picked up a full size yet, because I've been meaning to do this, but I don't want to pick it up now and then like start the expiration timeline now. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. It is the apocalyptic snap. Like, it's crazy how so many people joke about the fact that Twinkies don't have an expiration date. Like, come on. No, don't take my word for it. You got to try it. Come on. Just a little nibble. Definitely agree. If you can hold off until the sale and you can get 20% off if you're VIB, or not VIB, that's Rouge, or 15% off if you are VIB. Also, you know, Makeup Forever does a lot of sales. They just finished doing 25% off on their website, and they typically do about 25% off to 30% quite consistently from now until the end of the year. So I definitely think if there's something that you want, and it's not a high ticket item, I definitely think you can wait until it goes on sale. And I don't think that the Makeup Forever set sold out last year. I don't think. This is another thing that, like, I need y'all's feedback. I need it. Okay, let's dive in. Pat McGrath Holiday. Actually, I'm gonna put on my glasses so I'm not squinting as much. I don't think I'm gonna put on lashes today, and the hair is drying. We're gonna get real comfortable. So, Pat McGrath, she is doing her holiday release, okay? And it is the Luminous Legends collection. She always does a quite extensive collection, but this year it's really focusing on eyeshadow. And I wonder if that's because certain categories, such as, she always used to do a highlighter and blushes. Last year she did a face palette, so I'm wondering if those products did not sell well, that she's really focusing in on the eyeshadows and then just a handful of lip kits. But let's dive into this collection, okay? So she has her big palette, which is her Luminous Legends Mega Eyeshadow Palette. This is going to retail for $76. Before I dive in too quickly, I will say just a blanket thing when it comes to Pat McGrath, you do not have to pick this up full price. I promise you, it will go on sale. It will go on sale. It doesn't matter how popular this release is. It will be at least minimum 30% off on this collection on her website. You don't have to pick this up full price. Okay, so she has the Mega Eyeshadow Palette that's going to be releasing for $76. That has 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 shades in it. This is a lot more of a condensed holiday palette than she's done in the past. Usually in the past, she has like an unnecessarily big packaging, but I think the quantity of eyeshadows is very consistent. If not, maybe she did like somewhere around the 20s in previous years. Very neutral heavy when it comes to the mattes. It's not a very matte heavy palette. Her palettes usually aren't very matte heavy. It's very much a shimmer heavy palette, but of course, all of the color pretty much are in those shimmers. Of course, she has her rosy matte and her brown mattes. Those are pretty much bread and butter when it comes to Pat McGrath. You're really not going to get much outside of that. That's good that you get 20% off. That really is good. But you can get more. I'll say that. Makeup Forever will, like I said, they just finished doing the 25% off, and I want to say they usually do about 30% off for that set during the holidays if you just wait. Or you can get it at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, like Alicia said. I didn't even know they had it at there. If they have it there and I'm there, I might pick it up, even if it's from last year. I might. I'm not going to hold you up. Okay, back to this though. I like this palette. Why? The world may never know. I mean, honestly, it doesn't make sense. I've never picked up any of her big holiday palettes, never. Usually what I will do is consider picking up her motherships, which it appears she may not be coming out with a mothership this year. Honestly, they've been coming very redundant, so I'm not going to say I'm mad about that. And I don't think her big motherships have been selling really well. But I'm considering doing a video that will kind of talk about why that is. But anyways, $76 for her big mega palette. Then she has her Luminous Legend eyeshadows, which is the minier palette. It's the 5-pan, and that's $38. So in those palettes, you get 1 matte and 4 shimmers. I think if I were to pick up one, I would of course pick up the more neutral toned one, but I'm really not fixing to pick that up. It's just not really gravitating towards me. It's not really calling for me. Then this year, for the first time, she's coming out with a shadow duo. She has 3 different duos, $25. That just doesn't make, that's not even cost effective. How are you going to charge $25 for a duo, but $38 for a 5-pan? Ma'am, the math is not mathing. It's not. Will I say that the 2 shades I'm actually eyeing? Yes, I'm eyeing 2 of these duos, but the math's not mathing. I like the more champagne one and the red tone one, and the light gold one and the green one. Those are the 2 that I think are really, really cute. And then of course she has lip sets. Those lip sets are all like mini versions of pre-existing shades. I think in this, so let's really dive into this. And while I do that, I'll look at the comments because I see quite a few comments coming in. Yeah, Makeup Forever. I'm pretty sure I've seen other people showcase that set from last year at TJ Maxx, and like I said, they also do a sale on their website. They just finished, or it's still available, 25% off, but I know they do 30% off on their site as well. It is pretty, right? Like, I feel like, I don't know, is it because I'm just like really getting into neutrals that it's pretty, or is it just something about it this year? It is truly pretty. I really like this. The swatches, I mean, I never really trust her swatches, but the swatches look pretty too. I'm liking it. And what I will say is typically I am not as dark as this darker model. So the fact that the deepest brown actually shows up on her skin tone, I have high hopes. I have very high hopes that it's going to be deep enough to really deepen out that outer V. You guys know I love really deepening out my outer V personally. Like I said, the 2 5-pans, I'm neither here nor there about them. If I had to pick one, I would pick this, but I don't think I'm going to pick it up. I really should have picked up the 5-pan from the first year. I was really eyeing it, but I was trying to hold out until the very, very end. And then by the time I got onto their website, it sold out. But I think this is a really pretty 5-pan. But this shade is just going to be too dark for the way that I like to apply chocolatey brown shades on my lids. So I probably won't pick that up. I'm not even checking for this at all. This is the other 5-pan. I'm really not looking for it. It's these 2 duos. I think they're really pretty, but like I said, the math ain't mathing with the prices. It just don't make sense. Like, see that? That looks beautiful, right? And I saw some looks with the green, and the green was like blended out. It wasn't like super opaque. It looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. So the thing I'm debating though is whether I'm going to pick this up on launch or if I'm going to wait. I don't really know. I kind of have a feeling like for me as a YouTuber, I should pick it up on launch. But let me know. Let me know. I do have quite a few things that I need to review, and this is launching very, very soon. I want to say it's coming out on the 27th. Agreed. 100% agreed, Maiden. I do think that the packaging should not be so reminiscent to previous years. It literally looks like previous years, but for me, because I've never picked up a holiday release, I can easily spot this like in my collection if I were to put this in like my eyeshadow palette drawers. And yeah, the math ain't mathin'. I really don't know. I think what I might do, I might pick it up on release. Wow, on launch, just for YouTube's sake, not for like money's sake, if that makes sense. I would strongly recommend, if you guys are going to pick this up, wait until it goes on sale. 30% off on Pat McGrath, non-negotiable. But for me, getting that review out for you guys and all that jazz, and potentially saving y'all money and all that jazz, I think I might pick it up on launch. This is going to be a pricey order, and it's been a while since I bought Pat McGrath full price, but I think I might do it. I think I might do it for y'all. $75 for all three duos. Exactly. Why is it $75 for 3 duos, but 15 pan you get 70 shades or $70? It just doesn't make any sense. We're getting really close to a lot of my plant lights turning off. Just heads up. It really doesn't make sense when I see reviews I made. And that's the thing, right? So like, as a reviewer, like, I feel it's my duty to get these things right now so that I could potentially help you guys make a decision. I think in the grand scheme of things, somebody of my size, it may not be cost effective, like, because you really don't get paid much on YouTube to be doing it, but I also just enjoy it. And I'm actually interested in her holiday releases for once. I don't even think I bought anything last year at all for her holiday releases. And if I did, it might have just been like the blush palette that I got really late on Ulta with points. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like it's about time that I actually spend some money on her stuff, and hopefully it works. Who's Miriam? Drop her handle. I don't think I know her. And I'm always looking to find other YouTubers that are similar complexion and have similar vibes to me. Definitely drop it down below. I gotta go back. Last week there was a YouTuber who commented her handle, and I just haven't had the time to go back and find her channel. I need to do that as well. Some more things coming from Summer Fridays. They have this balm set where you get 3 different shades. They're cherry, pink sugar, and sweet mint. I do believe all of these shades are available like separately, but you can get this set for $49. And then you can also get the mini of their neutral lip balms for $25. So I have pretty much the full size of all of those minis. I know I have iced coffee and brown sugar. I think I have vanilla beige as well. Maybe not vanilla, but I'm not really pressed for that one. So I definitely don't need the minis. And for the other ones, I'm not particularly attracted to any of those shades. So I don't necessarily need those. And like I said, you really don't get a lot of color when you apply these, but I just like to kind of stay within the general color scheme that I like. So if you're interested, this is what the mini shades will look like on your lips. Pretty much all clear. They really are. You really have to build them up for you to really see anything. And if you build them up, it's, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna easily pass on this. I already told you guys I'm getting the hot cocoa when we're done with this live immediately, along with a million different foundations after this live. And I'm excited. It's good to be excited about makeup. I feel like sometimes I'm just not excited. I enjoy Miriam A channel as well. She is of a lighter skin tone, but I still find her thoughts helpful. I enjoy her. Thank you for that. Hopefully I remember to find her after this, because I definitely would love to follow her. She's a lighter skin tone, but her Pat McGrath knowledge is very in-depth. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I don't have very big Pat McGrath knowledge. Like, I have a handful of palettes that are older, but I just wanna play. Okay, Gucci, I feel like I've been talking about them every time I've done a live, which is the last 3 weeks. They have their holiday release that they're showcasing. They're coming out with an eyeshadow palette, which is this one right here. It looks to be in this very, my brain wants to say mahogany. That's wrong. Maroon type color scheme. It looks really, really pretty. This lipstick looks right up my alley. It looks like it's a brown. It's probably deceiving, but it looks like it's a brown. The lip gloss looks more like maroon type situation. I think maroon is like a very popular shade right now. Apparently that's happening in fashion, and fashion colors do tend to trickle over to makeup colors, especially in these luxury houses that have a fashion house. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Is it going to happen quicker this time? I don't know why my camera is really acting up. You discovered her because of her McGrath content. That's good. I'm sure she's happy about that. Oh my goodness. This is really crazy. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna hide me. It's really not that worth it. Let's just get through these last couple of releases. I know you guys can still hear me though, so that's the key. That's the true key. This holiday release, it looks really, really cool. It's not available right now for me to actually link it, but I'm intrigued. Not enough that I'm gonna actually pick it up personally, but I am somewhat intrigued by at least seeing some reviews. I have a feeling Michelle Wong is gonna do a review, but this is going to be linked. If we get any more information, I'll try to link it next week if I feel like I have to talk about it. But I am personally gonna go ahead and pass when it comes to this collection. Let's see, I think I've seen some more reviews. See, okay, so maybe I really do need to go to see her because I really want to pick up Lisa Eldridge's latest collection. And I do follow one YouTuber. She's a UK-based YouTuber. I can't remember her name, but she just tends to get a lot of Lisa Eldridge in PR lately because she's been a very avid reviewer of her, and she convinced me to get Lisa Eldridge's latest collection, and I do plan to do that. Just haven't pulled the trigger on it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to follow her. I love the burgundy, but I'm also mindful that is the reason why I'm drawn to the collection. I need to actually, yeah, agreed. I feel like the packaging is what's drawing me to that collection. The actual innards aren't burgundy, and so for me, it's not really giving me what I want. She's very knowledgeable, stemming from experience. Okay. Do you guys know if she was not a YouTuber? She is a YouTuber. If she was a makeup artist or is currently a makeup artist, I would love to know. It looks like Merit is sneak peeking something, and it will be available tomorrow. It looks like it's probably like a lip gloss or a lip oil or something like that. It's been a while since I picked up a new Merit release. I don't think I'm currently getting any more PR from them, which is perfectly fine. I am currently, when you guys saw me, I was wearing the Merit stick foundation. I'm really loving that. I'm getting through that and I'm enjoying it. So I do enjoy a lot of Merit. We'll see what it is, and then that will decide if I pick it up. There are some things from Merit that I just don't enjoy personally, and I've done a like full face of Merit, doing a deep dive, telling you guys like what I would recommend and what I wouldn't, and I did that either early this year or late last year. So if you're interested, I would definitely check that out. But yeah, we'll see. I may pick this up for the future, or in the future, if you will. Glossier is showcasing a new perfume. So their Glossier You perfume really got popular, I feel like, this year. And so now they're coming out with a new scent. It is the Glossier You Reve. I don't know. Y'all can see it on the screen. So basically the scent notes there is ambroxan, plum butter, sandalwood, and toasted almond. And I believe people have described the Glossier You scent very similar to like a Baccarat Rouge or a REM Cloud, or REM Cloud. So for me, I feel like this would be the one that I would like from their range. And so I'm considering, once again, getting my nose on it. Hopefully, once again, it's available at the Sephora near me when I go to hopefully get a scent or my nose on the Kayali silk scent. I will try to get my nose on this, and you know, maybe I'll pick them both up. Like I said, I'm really trying to get through some foundation or some perfumes, and I'm really happy with the dents that I've made. I've actually finished a scent since my last update, and I'm almost done with another. So I'm definitely getting through some scents, and I think my goal when it comes to perfume right now, because my collection is so big, is that I'm going to say once I finish 2, I can bring 1 in. That way I can really curate my collection, because it really just got big very quickly. And I tend to do that, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just want to make sure I get the use out of the products that I picked up already before I continue to bring more in. Unearthly is sneak peeking. Oh, that's right. Let me check the comments. She is not a makeup artist. Okay, that's no problem. No, just a regular lady who works full-time and loves makeup. Oh, so she's like me. She's like me. Her knowledge is from her usage of the products. Okay, she is an actual consumer who does YouTube versus YouTuber that solely purchases for review. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I don't know how I would describe myself. I feel like I'm maybe a consumer that does YouTube. I don't know. Let me know. How would you guys describe me? Would you describe me as a YouTuber that purchases purely for reviews, or a consumer? I would love to hear your opinions on that. But either way, I will definitely find her. Her thumbnails on YouTube and IG are visually appealing. Okay. Hey, you guys have convinced me. I'm pretty much 100% going to go ahead and find her channel and not review her channel. What am I saying? I'm going to subscribe to her channel. Technology is already failing me right now, so I don't want to mess too much with what's going on. Unearthly Cosmetics is sneak peeking that they're coming out with cream blushes. As long as there is a cream blush that looks like it will work on my skin tone, I will be picking this up. I don't buy a lot of Unearthly Cosmetics, specifically their eyeshadows, but I do enjoy the brand overall. So I would love to try this. And I do have like a smattering of their other products. I have their liquid highlighters and stuff. And eventually, you know, if they continue to flesh out their range, I would love to do like a full face of Unearthly, or a full face of like all of these indie brands that I love and I enjoy. So hopefully this gets like, you know, released soon with some good colors that I enjoy, and then I will potentially pick some of them up. Lawless has come out with a variety of different holiday sets, and for me, I don't think I really get along with this brand. No, like, malice at all. It's just not one of those brands that I think works for me and my aesthetic and my vibes. I have gone through one of their Forget the Lip fillers. I had a mini like this. I went through it. I enjoyed it, but I've never really felt like I needed to go ahead and pick it up. I haven't tried their eyeshadow palettes. Their palettes just don't scream to me, and that's coming from somebody who's been wearing neutrals now pretty consistently for the last couple of years. I don't think that I particularly need anything from this range. And I know I've tried to make some of their stuff work, and it just does not work for me. I picked up some of their blushes and they didn't work. They didn't work. So I think this is just going to be one of those brands that just like, I can just admire from afar, admire on people who have lighter complexions, but just on me, I'm just going to pass. And this eyeshadow palette, I love a good Basic Betty, but this just looked dry to me. I would love to hear your opinions. I'd consider you similar to her. Okay. I like to watch people who also work full time. Yes, your girl works full time, which is why sometimes my uploads are a tinge bit sporadic. You purchase as a consumer and share your thoughts with us. If we suggest that you purchase a review for us, you usually do only if you are truly interested in the product. That's true. That's very true. If y'all like help push me towards the edge of like actually picking up an item, I definitely will. That's 100% accurate with me, actually. You know, I thought I was going to be okay with you guys not seeing me, but I kind of want you guys to see me. I'll fix that in a second. But I want to catch up with these comments. You are also in the age range, early 30s. Yep. So I've got a great YouTube balance between you, Bobby, Han, Miriam, and you're giving me a lot of people I've never heard of. I need to make sure I'm actually going to screenshot that so that I can find these people. I don't think I know any of them, at least not by that name. Can you, Rue, can you give me all of their handles if you know them? So you purchase with the intention of actually using it, YouTube or not. I appreciate it. Sonny is great, hilarious too. Yes, please. Since between Rue and Lock Mating, it seems like you guys both know all of those YouTubers. Can you go ahead and put them down below their handles? Because I'm always for the lookout for getting new creators that I don't know personally, especially if they have somewhat of a darker skin tone. I find like a lot of times, oh, of course, now it's all about my battery. I find that a lot of my YouTubers are of a lighter skin tone, and they also all get like the same PR. They're all like in the same friend group, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I kind of want to add some variety, add some difference to my subscription feed. So please let me know their handles, and I will screenshot it so that I can hopefully find them and look for their channels, hopefully right after this live stream. Okay, we only have, I think, 2 more releases to talk about, so we are towards the end. I need to check out Bobby Han. Sani, is that Makeup Junkie 101? Is that who you're talking about as Shani? Because I thought her name was Ashani, but it's been a while since I've actually looked at her channel. I think I followed her on a different YouTube account, and I just never followed her again on this account. Either way, one or both of you guys, if y'all can put their handles down below, I would be eternally grateful. Or you can DM me on Instagram if you don't want to do it while you're watching this live. MAC. So I feel like MAC is just not very popular in North America, but they have their moments, right? And there's certain parts about this collection that I am interested in. So let's dive on in. They have this unnecessarily big collection of lipsticks. I don't need it. I'm not gonna lie. This one right here, this brownie one, I want her. I want her. I don't want the whole set, and I'm pretty sure you have to get the whole set. So this is gonna be a pass for me, but I think that one looks deliciously scrumptious. What I might try to do is find the shade of that one, and if that one is available. Yeah, they have all of the shades here, but I'm not very up in the know on MAC products anymore. So I would need to find that shade and see if that is a permanent shade, and if it is, I'd probably pick it up. Then they have their cream blushes. Now I have some MAC cream blushes. I have their Glow Play, Power Play. What's the name of it? Let's see. Is it here? I can't decipher this description, but I know that they have, oh, this is a skin finish metallic cream blush. So this is a different formula, but I do have quite a few skin finish powder blushes, and I have had their cream blushes. So I'm intrigued by this. I don't know if I'm gonna pick one of those up, but I am definitely intrigued by the cream blushes, and they have shades that like I'd get used out of, probably more so this like rosier tone or this mauve tone. This one looks like it'd be a straight up highlighter on me, or it won't show up. So I probably won't get that, but they have stuff that's intriguing me. The smaller set, you know, I like the concept that you get like one color and a variety of different formulas. So in case you really like this color, you get to do a whole kind of lip combination set situation. I'm not a huge fan of this color, so this is going to be a pass for me. Let's see. So that's just a smaller set. That set looks like it has my brown. No, that looks like a red, and that looks like the darker brown. I got to look more in depth in this. I tried to look at it on the MAC website, and it was not available on the MAC website. So hopefully it comes when I'm still thinking about it, because I am interested in some of these items. I'm not going to be picking up the whole collection. That's just not going to happen. But bits and pieces I definitely would pick up. As for the advent calendar, I'm not a huge advent calendar type of gal. It's just not my cup of tea. I like to know what I'm getting. I don't like to be surprised. It's just not my vibes. But I do kind of like the packaging. That looks like a little clutch. That looks nice. That looks nice, but these are matte. Oh, that might also just kill that whole concept of those lip products right there. I don't really get a lot of use out of my matte lip products anymore. I really like a glossy finish at this point in my day and age. The other thing that I was interested in is this blush duo. I think that looks scrumptious. I really do. And I think this is a highlighter, and I think that's a blush. I think I could get use out of it. So I'm fixing to get, honestly, a handful of items overall from this collection. They also have shadow sticks, and I've been getting back into my shadow sticks. I know I told you guys earlier that I don't really do much when it comes to my work makeup, but I'm considering adding like just some really basic eyeshadow to my work looks, so that, you know, it's a very neutral kind of vibe and aesthetic, but you know, I'm interested. It seems like MAC has quite a lot of sets. Good God almighty. I did not know they had this many sets for the holidays. But regardless, there are a piecemeal amount of stuff that I'm interested from this. And so hopefully I can, you know, pick them up and they be something that I actually enjoy. I don't have a lot of MAC holiday, but like this is something that I got quite a few years ago, MAC holiday. It's like this shimmery, beautiful foiled shade, and I've kept it this long because it's absolutely stunning. So the things that I actually do get from MAC, I love typically because I'm really good at sussing out what's good and what's not. So hopefully, once again, I can find a MAC store, maybe at the bigger of the two malls near me, and I can look at these in person. Once again, I need to just do a mall run where I'm just walking around. Maybe that'll be another vlog, or maybe not, because you guys don't seem to like my vlogs, but I enjoy doing them. We'll see. Anyways, there are a handful of things that I'm interested from this. We will see. Okay, so Shani is Smiley Shani. Bobby, okay. Great for Asian brands. Good. She's a lighter skin tone. That's fine. I don't mind if they're lighter skin tone at all. I do not know how to do handles. It's okay. Thank you. I see the DMs coming through. They really are going all out. I feel like the last couple of years they haven't done this much. Maybe it's because they're trying to find anything and everything that will catch and become viral. Like I said, there are a handful of things that I think will be really, really cute. And honestly, if they send out the PR to the right people, they could potentially go viral. But that's neither here nor there. I have my handful of things that I want from them. And if I can find them, swatch them, and if they're still up my alley, then I shall acquire them. The last thing that I have pinned, and I don't think I've seen any notifications that anything new has released, so I think we're almost done, at least for what I want to talk about, is the fact that Colourpop is collaborating with Stranger Things. A lot of people recommend this TV series to me that know me in my everyday life. I've never seen it, so I have no attachment. We talked about it earlier. I have no attachment when it comes to Colourpop. So the likelihood that I'm going to buy this is very, very low, / non-existent at this point. But I still wanted to talk about it because I think, once again, I like how few releases Colourpop has done. And I think overall that they really thought this collection through. I don't know much about it, but I feel like I've seen people say that they thought this through. So they have one eyeshadow palette that I think this is one of their 20 pan eyeshadow palettes. And the colors look dark, sultry, interesting. Cool. They have that maroon, which once again, like I said, I see a lot in fashion, and I think is slowly trickling into makeup and beauty, so I like that for them. They also have a lip gloss trio. Glossy lips, I think, is still very popular. They are starting to go out, so I'm sure towards the end of this year and next year we'll see a lot more matte lip products, but I think right now they'll still get a lot of people's attention with a glossy lip type product. They also are coming out with a liquid light glow drops. I don't know who is checking for these. I really don't, but maybe it's something to do with Stranger Things, the TV show, and that's why they decided to release this. They have a waffle lip mask. Maybe waffles have something to do with this series. I don't know, but I do know a lot of people love their lip mask formula. You don't have to buy a lip mask formula, girl, if you don't get yourself some oil, maybe like even some olive oil, because it sets hard. It gets as a solid on like room temperature. Put some sugar in there, bada bing bada boom, you good to go. I said olive oil, I'm sorry, coconut oil, that's what I meant. You're good. You get the scrub from the sugar and you get the moisture from the oil. You're good to go there. The Monster Cream liquid eyeshadows, I have not tried their liquid eyeshadows. They might be good. The colors look to be very similar to the eyeshadow palette, so I'm sure you can use them in conjunction, which is nice. And then they have their reformulated cream blush formula, which we talked about earlier, but in a pH adjusting. They've had a pH adjusting before, but not in this current formula. So I understand why they're doing that. I also understand that this works with the vibes of this collaboration. Overall, once again, it makes sense. I like it. Cool daddy cool, but not for me. Not for me. And I like the packaging of the little, what is it? The liquid light drops, because it's in that little milk packaging. I'm sure that makes sense to people who've watched the series. Like I said, I haven't, but I like the packaging. I like the vibes. I like that they put in that effort. So there is that. Let's see. You've never seen the series either. Okay. I love the seasons 1 to 2, but I refuse to. Oh, did your favorite character die? I hate when that happens. I really, really do. Or maybe they, oh, isn't this the series where the person actually died in real life? I really don't. I don't know anything about this series at all. But yeah, this is something that I can easily pass personally. I'm sure if you are interested in this, you will be running to it, and you can get it available on the 27th at Ulta and their website. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's check out the big like makeup release pages to see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Is there also anything that you guys want to talk about? Go ahead and shout it out down below if there is, while I'm doing this. But I don't think there's anything else that I haven't talked about that's available. What's that one person? What's her name? She's on one of these. Let's see. Motivate the Earth. I'm not following her. Maybe her other page is no longer available, because I know I follow Motivate the Earth. Why does it keep saying I'm not following these people? I know I follow these people. Okay. At this point, it's a conspiracy. I don't understand. Let's see. Have you seen me? So it doesn't look like there's anything new there. Let's see. Point Vibes. She has this new. Also, that's Tree Hut. Hollow Taco is coming. Hold the phone. What? Okay. First of all, who is this? Point Click Vibes apparently has some things that I need to discuss. I really wish I knew this. So let me add this to there so I can add this. I will update my description box after we finish this, as I usually do. So don't worry, all of these new things will be added. Milk Makeup has a duo where you get not only their normal Hydro Grip, but the Hydro Grip with the color. This is another product that I picked up from Sephora during their multipliers event. It looks like they also have 2 of their lip oils, and then I think these are their liquid eyeshadows. What are these? These are, I don't know what these are. But I really kind of wish that I knew that they were going to be releasing this value set, because I would have picked that up. I actually really loved the Hydro Grip, the original, and I don't have it in my collection. So I would have loved to pick that up in this set. I might still do it. Don't get me to lying. I really like this. That set's $25. That's actually really affordable. And you get 10 milliliters, which I think is a reasonable price. I'm sure if you use it every day, you'll get through it. But also, if you're just trying to try it for the first time, you can try it for the first time. So, Holo Taco's coming to Ulta. Why didn't y'all let me know? I love Holo Taco. And honestly, one thing I hate is like sometimes buying from these brands' sites, because then you get extra packages. When are they available? They're available now. They're available now. I need to see if their latest collection is available, because there's like 2 shades from their latest collection that I've been wanting. Done deal. Ulta, I will be there. And also, let's talk about this. Does anybody else live in North Carolina? Because the Ultas around me don't have what I want in store. It's quite annoying that I have to keep ordering to my apartment. But either way, this is a done deal. I am picking up some of these shades. I want them to stay in Ulta. I love this. I have quite the bit of nail polish, and I've been slowly kind of alternating between using my nail polish and using my press-ons. I love my press-ons, and I will ride for my press-ons. I plan to do, oh, there goes the last light on my left. I plan to do, all the lights are off. Well, we're almost done. I plan to do a setup with all of my nail polishes so I have easier access and I can like go in between. But this is definitely something that like, I'm so glad I went through and looked, because I would have missed this and I would have been hurt. I get Tree Hut sometimes, but it looks like they're coming out with some new scents. Why doesn't it let me? Thank you. Come on. There we go. It's a sparkling sapphire. I don't need any more. I'm trying to get through quite a bit of my Bath and Body Works stuff, and I am working it. Okay, I'm getting through my scents, so I will not be picking any of this stuff up. Okay, I think we're caught up. Oh, what is this? This is Catrice. I don't even buy Catrice, so there's no reason for me to even talk about that, if we're being honest. Oh, let's see. This is Makeup on Your Radar. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and talk about too many more things, because like I said, all of my lights have turned off and I'm sure I look very, very dark compared to my outside. And we've also been here, I want to say, for at least 2 hours now. But what I will do is I will pin some of this stuff. I've never tried Be Perfect, so I wouldn't be interested in that. Charlotte Tilbury, she does a lot of sets. Dee Dee's Signature, okay. Merit, that's probably the same thing that we were talking about earlier. Cleona Cosmetics. Okay, so yeah, I will go ahead and pin some of this stuff for next week, and we'll talk about it next week. I think that's the way we're gonna go, because like I said, we've been here for quite some time. I've taken up quite a bit of you guys' time, and you know, I still have to eat. I haven't eaten all day. But let's see if I need to catch up with some of these comments. Ooh. Get your dog. Get your dog. Steve didn't die, thankfully, but I just feel like season 2 was enough for me. Okay. Hey, there are series that I'm definitely like that sometimes too. Oh, wait, I missed that. Rue, what are you getting for your mom? Let me know. Holo Taco is really good. I know at one point I feel like it was like Holo Taco and Light Slacker. Is that her new name? I feel like those two brands were being compared a lot because they were both YouTubers. They were both influencers. My personal opinion, Holo Taco is better. I think her formula is thinner and better. I love that she took the consideration of her constituency, and when people were asking for different brushes, because she did like the more traditional brush in her packaging, she made available the more wide paddle brush for you to pick up as well. So I appreciate that about her. And I just felt like the longevity of her formulas were just better. Overall, she fleshes out her range better. And overall, I just like Simply Nailogical better personally. It's been a while since I watched Kathleen Lights. If she's even doing YouTube, I don't know. I kind of stopped watching her after her big controversy. It was just time for me to say goodbye to her. But yeah, I personally would highly recommend Holo Taco over Lights Lacquer. Yeah. Nail polish is cute. I really like it. I always tend to help my mom out when we're in the same area with nail polish because she always likes my nails. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I think we've been here long enough. Like I said, I feel like we've been here for about 2 hours because we started at 7 and it's 9 now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love talking with you guys. Thank you so much for all of the recommendations for the YouTubers and the enabling for the foundations. Now I am reminded about more foundations. And like I always say, find your stuff that you want to pick up on sale. It's going to be available on sale. And I know you guys wanted some recommendations for the holiday sales and stuff, and that will be coming. I will hopefully be doing some videos about that later on, as long as my work schedule allows me to and like my weekends allow me to. I have pretty much my schedule set for the rest of this year on the videos that I want to upload. Things need to work. Things need to align. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're watching this on the live back, I would love it if you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you did. And yeah, just thank you for watching my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.